Colwyn. Good evening, viewers, and welcome to tonight's regional news. Starting off with some news coming out of Grenada. Grenada is now under a 24-hour curfew for 1 week in the first instance, as the government steps up measures to stem the spread of COVID-19. From 7 p.m. March 31st until 7 p.m. on April 6, residents will have to stay home and will only be allowed to leave to buy food on specific days or for emergency medical care. Health Minister Nicholas Steele, who made the announcement in an address last night, said the government had to escalate action since some residents were not adhering to the social distancing protocol. Grenada currently has 9 cases of the COVID-19. Steele added that during the 1 week period of the curfew, every person shall remain confined to their place of residence, inclusive of their yard space, to avoid contact outside of their household, except as provided in the regulations or as may be authorized in writing by the Commissioner of Police. Over to news coming out of the World Health Organization. WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus on Tuesday issued a rare scolding to countries affected by the COVID-19 pandemic that are failing to maintain the lockdowns because of the cost. Tedros said governments should stop wasting precious time needed to fight the coronavirus after squandering an opportunity to prevent the COVID-19 pandemic. He opined that the first window of opportunity was squandered and the time to act was actually more than a month ago or 2 months ago. In his rare blunt admonishment, the WHO chief commenting on the world's progress against the disease, which has killed almost 20,000 people and is present in almost every country, cautioned each country to do whatever it takes to contain and eradicate the disease. He noted that the world has a second chance as 150 countries have fewer than 100 reported cases and still have time to prepare. Those that have ordered lockdowns have won themselves time to implement aggressive measures to stamp out the disease. How long lockdowns must last depends on what actions countries take during them to ensure the disease is eradicated. He gave a list of 6 actions every country should take: expand, train, and deploy healthcare workers, implement systems to find suspected cases, ramp up production of tests, and increase availability, identify facilities that can be transformed into coronavirus health centers, develop plans to quarantine cases, refocus government on suppressing the virus. And now for some news coming out of Jamaica. A Jamaican woman who disobeyed the national nightly curfew imposed by the government has been remanded to DOT's pending sentence. Christian Bridget Beacon, who has no fixed place of abode, will return before District D Magistrate Court on April 29. The 23-year-old bartender pleaded guilty to being along Government Hill St. Michael between the hours of 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. on March 30 without reasonable explanation. And now for our last story coming out of the Cayman Islands. Police Commissioner Derek Bryan has indicated that with home isolation, there has been an increase in domestic violence reports. The police commissioner has advised that there were 7 cases of domestic violence reported on Tuesday night. There was also 1 arrest made of violence against a woman in Cayman Brac several days ago. The Cayman Islands Crisis Center in a statement revealed that while homes are supposed to be the safest place amid the spread of the COVID-19, survivors of domestic violence are lamenting on how dangerous their homes have become. The isolation, unemployment, financial stress, and spending a lot of time under the same roof as the abuser makes the survivor even more vulnerable. Domestic violence is a pattern of abusive behavior in a relationship that is used by one partner to gain or maintain power and control over another intimate partner. Isolation from family and friends is one of the tactics used by the perpetrators. The center has instituted a crisis hotline to deal with such incidences and other measures. Well, that has brought us to the end of tonight's regional news. Thank you for watching, and back to you, Colwyn.